Zeke asked this question, I just didn't hear an answer. The next time that the president says he will or won't do something, why should the American people believe him?
I answered that question. I don't have anything else to add. I answered the question.
Can you
I
explain
answered
it in a
the
way
question.
that's understandable?
I can't speak to you understanding the question.
We are glad that in a short period of time, your ass will be fired. It's about 40 days. Less than 40 days probably now. We're on the 7th, so you get about 41, 42, 43, about 43, 44 days left. And then your ass will be fired!
Or not, or my answer or not on this, I don't have anything else to say. I'm not going to relitigate this. I did it on Monday for 30 minutes. I went back and forth. I laid out. I said, please read the president's really comprehensive statement on this. And I even said the last paragraph of that statement, he talks directly to the American people. And that's how I answered that question.
Can you acknowledge that it may have been a mistake by the president, you, to say multiple times unequivocally that he would not pardon his son?
The president laid out in that statement what changed, why his mind changed, how he wrestled with this decision. The president laid that out. I don't have anything else to add.
So that statement, he said in part, I believe in the justice system, but as I have wrestled with this, I also believe while politics has infected this process and it led to a miscarriage of justice. Just to understand that sentence, I think it's important.
Yeah,
is it
sure.
that the president believes in the justice system except in some cases?
He believes in the justice system. He believes the facts are. Obviously, I talked about the gun charges, what legal experts have said.
No, he doesn't believe in law. He's letting his son break the motherfucking law. He doesn't believe in law. Period. No matter how the fuck you look at it.
Former prosecutors have all agreed virtually no one would be criminally prosecuted for underlying factors of Hunter's case. I talked about the gun charges. I talked about the taxes.
Boy. You guys want to see a tap dance, right? What I'm about to show you guys is a great example of a political tap dance in order to avoid accountability for telling lies to the American people, because that's exactly what cringe John Pierre is going to do here, the affirmative action White House press secretary, as she is confronted by the liberal media on the fact that she and Joe Biden lied about whether or not Joe Biden would pardon Hunter Biden, his son. Okay, I'm telling you, this woman was doing a jig, right? She was just getting it right in regards to tap dancing. Doing mental gymnastics. Okay, I think she might be an Olympian in mental gymnastics after watching this. So without further ado, let's get into this.
As press secretary, you committed to speaking to the American people in, and I quote, in a transparent way, in a truthful way, and an honest way.
Yes.
And then in July, you were at this podium.
Yeah.
You were asked about the president pardoning his son, and he said, "It's a no. It will be a no. It's a no."
Yes. And that is exactly right.
The president's son and that pardon, it became a yes. I'm wondering if you would like to explain to us, the American people, really why the information that you provided turned out not to be true.
And I answered this question on Monday. We spent about 30 minutes on this, almost 30 minutes, roughly 30 minutes on this particular issue. And I'm just going to reiterate what I said on Air Force One to your colleagues when I did the gaggle. And look, if you look at his statement, it's pretty comprehensive. The statement that he put out on Sunday when he made this.
Yeah, that his son's above the law. That's what it is.
Decision to pardon his son, Hunter Biden. It's in his own voice. I think it takes you through his thinking, and he did. He wrestled with this.
If you would have come out and right off the bat said, yes, I'll probably pardon my son because he's my son and I care about my kid, nobody would say a fucking thing. Nobody would say nothing. There would probably be some people that said shit, but for the most part, nobody would care. That's what he would have said at the fucking beginning. Because if my kid did something and I had the chance to pardon them for what they did, I would do it too. That's not the point. The point is He said he would not do it over and over and over and over. And even you, the press secretary, said it over and over and over that it would not happen, and then he did it anyway. So that's letting your kid be above the law after you lied constantly to get to that point. If you'd have come out right at the beginning and said, yeah, I'm going to pardon my son because, well, he's my son, nobody would care. But that's not what happened.
And again, he said in his statement, in his own voice, that he made that decision this past weekend. And the fact is, when you think about how the president got to this decision, circumstances have changed. They have. And a couple of things, and I said this on Monday as well. Republicans said they weren't going to let up, weren't going to stop. Recently announced Trump appointees for law enforcement have said on the campaign that they were out for retribution. And I think we should believe their words, right? We should believe what they say. The sentencing was coming up, as you all know. There was a sentencing coming up, and the president said this in his statement, that Hunter and his family had been through enough. Enough is enough. And he wrestled with these circumstances, these changing circumstances ultimately. And the combination of that, the president changing his mind and issuing, certainly led to the president changing his mind and issuing this pardon. And one thing that I do want to point to, which I think is important, is what Congressman James Clyburn said when he was interviewed. He said, I am absolutely okay with it. I don't know how many people urge him to do so, but I did. He seemed to be reticent about it. This is what Clyburn said when he spoke to the president 2 weeks ago. But I emphasized, continuing his quote, emphasized the fact that we as fathers have obligations to our children. So that was a conversation that the congressman himself had with the president two weeks ago, said that the president was reticent when he encouraged the president to do so. And this weekend, he thought about it and he weighed, it was not an easy decision to come to, and he put out a comprehensive statement, and I would certainly, offer that up to folks out there who are wondering. I would say, please read the president's response to this in full.
Yeah, so this woman is extremely slow on her feet, right? When it comes to trying to BS her way through explaining why is it that she and Joe Biden lied to the American people, okay? Because ultimately, she just said a whole bunch of nothing in 3 minutes, right? She did not explain why is it that Joe Biden lied, right? She's basically trying to frame it as, well, he changed his mind. No, Joe Biden said that he would not pardon Hunter Biden, that he would let the process play out. He did not leave any room for a pardon to happen just in case he didn't win the election, right? Which, again, it was a possibility that he would not win the election. That was always something that was on the table, okay? He didn't say that. He said he believes in the system. And
he didn't believe in the system at fucking all. Not even a fucking little bit.
You read this statement that Chris Jean-Pierre keeps referring to as her crutch for not having to explain why she lied, why he lied. He basically accuses his own DOJ of being politically motivated against his son, right? Against the son of the president of the United States, which makes zero sense whatsoever. Okay, just at face value, but it especially makes no sense when Democrats, including Joe Biden, have been saying the whole time that no, the DOJ is not politically motivated. They're not biased. Okay, they're nonpartisan. But now all of a sudden, when it comes to pardoning your son, getting him out of trouble, oh, well, the DOJ, you don't understand. Not only would they be weaponized by Trump, but they're weaponized now. That's why he's facing these charges, because the DOJ is weaponized now. But that argument didn't apply to Trump when the DOJ was going after Trump, right? When everybody was saying this is politically motivated, they said, no, shut up. That is a right-wing conspiracy theory. You have to respect the rule of law. A grand jury indicted him, right? These are the things that they said. These are the arguments that they made. But now all of a sudden they're saying this same DOJ is weaponized against Joe Biden's son. But of course, like always, when it comes to these Democrats, it's always different because it's a Democrat.
The situation with Hunter Biden and what the incoming president has said are very different.
But they're making similar arguments, which is that they've been unfairly prosecuted because of who they are.
I don't think those two things are the same. I just don't. They're not the same. They're just not. And I think the American people understand that. I do. I do think they believe and understand that they're not the same. What the president's son had to go through, and what we've heard from legal experts, former U.S. attorneys general, who look at this case, who understand this case, and have said there would not be the situation. And I think that's important to note as well. And they've been very clear about this. We've heard from many of them, legal experts, former U.S. attorneys from across the country, again, have all agreed virtually no one would be criminally prosecuted with felony offenses with these facts.
It's preposterous, right? It's nonsense. It's just, it makes no sense whatsoever. And the fact that she's trying to justify this, right? That she's trying to word salad her way through it, to mental gymnastics her way through it. It just makes the Democrats seem less and less and less credible. This gaslighting is something that the American people are fed up with when it comes to the Democrat Party. And until Democrats understand that, hey, you need to be honest, you need to be transparent, it's going to be hard for them to regain the trust of the American people. I think the biggest issue that Democrats have right now is a trust issue. And when the spokeswoman for the White House is gaslighting American people like this, the way she's doing right now, it just creates more distrust. It's like you can't believe a damn thing these people say because they've lied about everything for the past 4 years straight. And the American people are sick of it.
I'm sure my colleagues have a few calls, just very specifically.
It's not only colleagues who watch this, there's also the American people.
Exactly.
So to be fair.
And they were told by you in July that this would not happen, and it did. I'm asking you for yourself, not the president's statement, but for yourself. Do you feel like you are owed an apology by the president? Do you owe an apology to the American people?
See, I just laid out the president's thinking. The president laid it out himself in his own words. He did. He laid out how he wrestled with this decision. He said in his statement, as a president, as a father, he talked about how difficult it was to make this decision. He thought about it this weekend. He did. He thought about it this weekend. He wrestled with it. And there are some, factors, some real factors that he took into consideration. And that's why I keep saying folks should just...
No, there fucking wasn't. There was no factors. He lied for months on end, and then he said his son's above the law. That's what fucking happened.
Take a look. Take a look. Read his statement. And I know what I said. I know what the president said. That is where we were at the time. That is where the president was at the time. I am his spokesperson. This weekend.
And you're not a very good one at all, and you never have been for 4 fucking years.
He thought about it. He wrestled with it. He wrestled with it.
He wrestled with it. You don't understand. The situation's so dire. Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, right? Oh my goodness, these people. This is a clown show. It really is. Again, what she should say, to be honest with you, yes, I owe the American people an apology. I'm sorry. We lied. That would do the Democrats a whole lot of good if they literally just came out and said, yeah, we lied. We lied. Which
is exactly what they did. They lied.
It definitely was something that was on the table. If the election didn't go the way that the president wanted the election to go, the president's getting old. He wants to be around his son. And that's just what it is. At least that's an answer that people can respect, right? People can respect that. People can say, okay, well, we may disagree because it is corrupt. It shows that you are hypocrites, that you don't believe in a rule of law, but at least you are admitting it. At least you're not pretending as if you aren't above the law, right? At least you're just coming out and just mask off, yeah, Rules for thee, not for me, right? At least you're being honest about it. What pisses people off is when people can see through your actions that you don't believe a damn thing that you say, that you don't believe in the values that you claim to stand for, and then you turn around and gaslight people and point the fingers at others and to pretend that they're the ones that are wrong or that they're dumb for calling you out on your actions that clearly do not align with your words and your rhetoric.
I found this site called box.gg that'll let you unbox packs on their site, and they'll ship the physical cards straight to you. They've got digital box.
And they'll scam the shit out of you.
And until Democrats learn to actually be transparent and to tell the truth, they're going to continue to face this problem. They just haven't learned. They're just getting worse. They're doubling and tripling down. I think it's hilarious, to be honest with you. I really do.
And made this decision. That's what I can tell the American people.
Why should they
And I
have any
think,
confidence in anything else?
I think the American people understand. I think they understand how difficult this decision would be. And I would actually add, I think it's important to note here as you're asking these questions to ask, that there was a poll, a U.S. Gov poll that came out, that some of you all reported on it, and it says 64% of the American people.
You just looked it up. I actually just looked it up, and lo and behold, she lied. She lied, okay? She looked it up, and lo and behold, she lied. She lied, okay? She literally got it backwards, okay? She just straight up lied. Karine Jean-Pierre, shredded for wrongly claiming 64 support Biden, literally got a poll backwards. Only 34% of Americans support President Biden pardon his son, with the 50% opposed, according to YouGov. Yeah, so
Exactly. The polls bullshit. All polls are bullshit. Never believe polls.
again, either this woman doesn't know how to read a poll, right, which is plausible at this point, right? Consider how it is Karine Jean-Pierre, right? She's not the brightest, okay? Not the brightest. That or she just lied, right? Probably both, okay? Probably. She's dumb as a box of rocks and she just lies, right? She's a pathological liar. So, yeah, she's getting absolutely roasted for this, humiliating herself. This person says, this is a psychotic level of lying, the kind of thing someone used to get shamed from polite society over. Of course, she'll be on MSNBC by next year. Facts. Facts. They will hire her. Failing upwards, right? This is what you call failing upwards. You know, the left, they always talk about white men, mediocre white men failing upwards. That's literally Karine Jean-Pierre, right? And Kamala Harris. This person said, why is she even up there? Couldn't you try to talk a little less during these last few weeks, press secretary, or just lie a little less? My God, you're awful. Just absolutely dreadful. She is the worst, without a doubt. Prove me wrong. My God, she literally got pulled backwards from the White House podium. She genuinely might be the worst press secretary in history. Well, they put Biden up there. Apparently, they're saying Biden is one of the worst presidents in history. I mean, you got Democrat strategists like James Carville coming out and saying that Joe Biden is one of the most tragic figures in American politics. One of the most tragic figures in politics. Wow.
All of this is the most tragic figure in American politics in my lifetime is President Biden. All right, so he said I never pardoned the kid. Okay, I don't believe when anybody says I never had sex with that person, or I never pardoned my kid. I don't pay any attention to it. I think everybody lies about sex, and everybody is going to do whatever they're going to do with their own children. But the different scenario would be if he would have, in September of 2023, or August, said that he wasn't going to run. God damn, we would have won this election. And it wouldn't have been that close because we'd have had so many freaking talented people.
No, you still would have lost. There was no fucking chance of you winning. No. Zero fuck chance of Trump losing.
That were running. And he would be sitting here right now, getting ready to leave. On a high note, there would be naming commissions to figure out what we're going to name after him. He would be the toast of Washington. It would be a Democratic inauguration coming up. A new Democratic president could have sort of gotten away with commuting in his sentence. That's what I'm about. And it would have been minimal. There'd have been some pushback, but, in the interest of the Biden family and Biden's long and distinguished service to the community, I'm going to commute the sentence. You wouldn't even had to have pardoned. I just cannot get over the fact that somebody that I really liked and admired my entire political life. I could never remember in the 70s reading the first edition of All American Politics about this guy and his 30 years old.
If you like Joe Biden all your life,
elected to the Senate from Delaware. And all of this is fucking self-inflicted. It's tragic. It's sad. Of course, everything about him is no one's good. It was 6 years before somebody comes back and he's done.
what? That's shit. Fucking 50 years in the government. Nobody's gonna ever come back and say, you remember when Joe Biden did this amazing thing 6 years ago, or 50 years ago, or 40 years ago? No, people are gonna look back and say, man, that is the worst damn president we've ever had in our life. And the Democrat that was president before him is the second worst president we've ever had in our life. That's what people are going to look back at. The last two Democratic presidents are the worst two we've ever had in fucking presidential history. That's what people are going to say.
Oh yeah, it'll be a while. It was so sad. It didn't have to be this way. He bought it all himself. And I know people around him, that his beck and call, or the employees, his host, his wife, who will call the press reports on but
Oh, shit. The dude doesn't know where the fuck he is. He doesn't even know he's the president, probably. He's the worst joke in United States history. We've been a joke for 4 fucking years because of this clown.
he took on the side. I understand all of that. But at the bottom of this, Joe Biden is and will continue to be the most tragic figure in modern American politics.
The worst president.
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
And how are the numbers looking? We're landing at a strong 70. Ooh. SPF.
Thanks to that blue zone, Taylor's in vacation already.
I just can't get enough. I can't get enough laughing at the downfall of the Democrat Party, right? I have loved almost every single day since the election, to be honest with you, okay? Because this party is a complete and total dumpster fire, right? And it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
I don't know if it's getting worse. It's getting funnier. Like, it's like, how it was like 4 weeks ago now? Not quite 4 weeks, 3.5 or so weeks. And they're still whining about it. If the Democrats were won, the Republicans would just be like, okay, it's going on life. But the Democrats are still bitching and whining about it.
So yeah, I mean, look, I just find it to be funny how Joe Biden, right, the whole point of him being forced to drop out, the deal that they gave him is that, listen, if you drop out, we're gonna make you the best president ever, right? This is what the historians are gonna say. But because Joe Biden basically essentially sabotaged the Democrat Party since dropping out in multiple ways, right? They now have just turned against the guy and makes you say, you know what, you're not going to have the legacy that you thought you were going to have, right? And at this point, Biden might as well stay in the race, right? Because if he didn't stay in the race, he was terrible, right? And so him dropping out, the whole point was to say his legacy, right? It was a legacy choice for him, right? In regards to dropping out. But he didn't want to stay in and say that, oh, I lost because I decided to be selfish. So he dropped out for his legacy. And it turns out that his legacy is still going to be destroyed. Just due to the fact that he is self-sabotaged the Democrat and himself, really. And it's just funny how this story is ending. It really is. I think at this point you can make a decent argument that Joe Biden probably would have been better off had he not become president of the United States in 2021. And had Trump, remained president, that probably would have been a better outcome for his legacy. Right? He just was known as, Barack Obama's vice president. Right? Nobody really gives a damn about. But hey, this guy now is being known as the dude that basically destroyed the Democrat Party, right? Bloated the Democrat Party. And I just find it to be ironic. I find it to be hilarious. Chris Jean-Pierre, his press secretary, certainly doesn't help out as well either, considering how this woman is just a complete and total disaster. Everything about this party needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Just keep falling apart. It's fun to watch.
I'm at Walmart, and I don't even know how I should feel about this.
If you shop at Walmart, watch this immediately.
You said people want to solve the problem as much as I do. Let me give you another example. I want to eradicate all abortions. Do Democrats?
No.
Oh, so they don't want to solve the problem.
But the problem
So hold on, no, that's important. So now you said we want to solve the problem. I want to limit unjust human suffering. Stop the Holocaust of our time, called to 1.5 million abortions every single year. Democrats think cool and they're subsidized with taxpayer dollars. We don't want the same
They
thing.
want to stop death. Women who do not get this health literally get hurt. They have to wait till they're septic in order to get help.
Wait, hold on. Is abortion death?
Abortion is for the person who's trying to survive.
Wait, hold on.
It's a human being who's carrying.
Delusional idiot. Okay. I'm glad we got that cleared up. Abortion's death, period.
That child most times doesn't have an option. They're almost at the point to where if they don't get get this, they will die.
Wait, hold on
and
a
they
second.
often do.
I allowed you. You know, 99.9% of all abortions are not because of even incest, rape, or life of the mother. There are only a couple hundred cases of life of the mother every single year, and there are 1.4 million abortions every single year. 99.9%, according to the abortion-funded Guttmacher Institute, these are abortions of choice. These are abortions that have become a form of birth control.
Nobody chooses to have an abortion. They have to. Women don't spend their entire life trying to take care of this child in order to then just say,
I have to say, that's one of the most outrageous things I've heard in 12 years of doing this. So let me be clear.
Because oftentimes the situations that put her in the condition to need them are why she's there.
Oh, okay, so she doesn't have enough money.
It's a myriad of factors. First of all, most of the time people go to abortion clinics, they don't have the resources in order to actually care about the ability to take care
of. Okay, so let's pretend you're right. But you're not.
Medicaid, pretty much everybody that gets pregnant can get Medicaid until the baby is born. And usually it's like up until like 6 months to a year after the baby's born, you can get Medicaid, so that you can pay for the child care from the time you're pregnant up until like 6 months to a year afterwards. You can get Medicaid. I know this for a fact.
Because we have food stamps, we have Section 8 housing, we have charitable help.
They don't give out easily.
Well, no, actually, we do very easily. But let's pretend you're right.
I grew up in government housing. I literally know for a fact that more people do not get...
Let's pretend you're right. Let's pretend they have no money. Is it right to murder if you don't have money?
Is it right to murder if you don't have money? And you say that's not a bad faith argument.
No, it's legit. Is it okay to kill another being if you don't have enough money to support that being?
Are you saying that when a person is in the hospital because they know the fetus won't be viable,
but hold on,
that they know the fact that the child will die?
What do you mean it will die? What are you talking about?
Most of the cases where people need this kind of care is because they know. Yes, it is.
You are completely making stuff up. 99.9% of all abortions are abortion of election. The baby is perfectly healthy. The mom is perfectly healthy.
You really believe that? And you say I'm brainwashed.
Well, that's the Guttmacher Institute, which is funded by Planned Parenthood, that published the study that said that their abortions up.
People are fucking delusional nowadays, aren't they? Holy moly, holy.
Of selection and election. They're abortions of agency, not mother's life is at risk.
How many people who had abortions do you know personally?
A couple, and they all regret having abortions, actually.
I'm a medic. Do you know how often it is difficult to see these people not able to take care
wait, hold on.
of
You're
their
a
own
medic?
body? Yes.
Wait, hold on. You're a medic and you really don't know what you're talking about. It's horrifying. I mean, so let me ask you this question. So, since you're a medic, when does brain waves begin for a baby?
Within the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, okay. So brainwave, how about heartbeat?
6 weeks.
Right. So how is that not a life if it has a heartbeat and brainwaves?
When you have this child inside you, right? The baby is supposed to...
Oh, it's called a baby now. Oh, not a fetus. So wait, if it's a baby, that means it's murder.
So if you care about children...
Oh, now it's a baby. We got him, everybody. You see, this is the key of the abortion argument. It's a fetus. It's a clump of cells. But every so often, they'll use the word baby. And you and I both know babies deserve constitutional protection.
Where is the help for them once they're born?
The help? I'll tell you the help. We give them Medicaid. We give them charitable assistance. There's people, by the way, we know we have 2 million people on the adoption waiting list. Two times as many people on the adoption waiting list than abortions every single year.
How many people do you know actually adopted a child?
A lot, actually. How many of you guys were adopted? A lot of people. Look at all these miracles of adoption around you. Praise God that your mom didn't have an abortion. Praise God your mom didn't have an abortion. Praise God your mom didn't have an abortion. These are all miracles, and I'm glad your mom had the courage to put you up for adoption and have somebody else raise you so that you could be here today and enjoy life. We are the crusaders of life. The Democrats are the cult of death.
They just want people to be able to live without having to suffer. You have not addressed at all women who are literally going septic.
Well,
they do. And you literally know for a fact that they get septic, go into the hospital,
First of all, let's talk about the septic
in
thing.
the parking lot.
No, okay.
Why is that okay?
These cases are so exceedingly rare. Let me address it. You're talking about 10 or 12 cases a year and 1.5 million abortions a year. No person in this audience...
Those numbers aren't accurate.
No, they are, actually.
1.5 million.
Yes, they're...
I needed a medical abortion because me and my baby were going to die.
Yeah.
As soon as I had that abortion...
Come on up to the microphone. Tell him? Yeah, come on up. Why don't you tell him this? Yeah.
So, my doctor...
Talk in the mic.
My doctor told me that me and my baby were going to die if I didn't... if I didn't get an abortion.
And was he wrong?
18 weeks. After I had the abortion, my doctor informed me that my life was actually not at risk, and I was fully liable for paying for the entire abortion.
So what about all the people who aren't you? What about the people who do get very sick and die? Like
hold on, but no, we are talking about a couple. Just so you're clear, you are arguing on the extreme of the extreme. How about this? Let's come to some common ground. Let's say abortion can be legal if the mother's life is in danger. Would you then say outlaw all the other abortion?
That is not a good faith argument.
Hold on, because you've been going all in. All of your chips are about life of the mother. So I will grant it for you. Let's say no abortion, life of the mother. Okay, but then therefore it's perfectly okay. If you say your life is at risk, you can get an abortion. Shouldn't all the other abortions be illegal then?
If you have the social system set up to actually help these people raise the children, there wouldn't be...
so it would be like, I don't know, food stamps?
Which people can't get because they get denied on a regular basis. A lot of times they can't get housing. Most of the time the homeless don't get help. Drug addicts oftentimes are also people who are suffering from the same mental illness.
It's really interesting though, because then what do you have to say about the alarming amount of abortions that come from people that earn more than 6 figures a year? It's not about resources, it's about values. Here's the thing, I will never argue for a neonatal program, which means, of course, the gestational time a baby is in utero, where we allow the massacre of a baby just because you don't have enough money in the bank account. By no moral standard is it ever okay to be able to interfere with the life of another because your life might be minorly disrupted. Correct? I mean, apply that out further. For example, if you have a 3-year-old in your house and you lose your job, can you murder your 3-year-old because it makes it easier to pay the grocery bill? Of course not.
I understand entirely where the issue of trying to take care of a child is. I lost one. I understand more than anybody how damaging that is.
I'm sorry that happened.
Type 1 diabetes took my 10-year-old from me. And I don't wish that on anyone in the world. But at the same time, the people who are asking for this are not doing it for themselves.
Let's try to find some common ground. So your 10-year-old was taken from you.
Yes.
Then I ask you to have compassion for the people that are in the same moral equivalency that are not as developed as your 10-year-old is in the womb, that you are turning a blind eye to.
It's not the same.
Why is it? Why is it? No, this is important. Hold on one sec. This is important. Why is it not the same? What is the difference between a baby that's 10 weeks in the womb and your 10-year-old? What is the moral difference?
There is 3 that I can name off the top of my head. 1, the baby that's coming is something that you need.
Got it. Yep.
It is. You're not going to say it's not.
No, it's okay because
again, these little trigger words.
They're not trigger because it does. Okay, fine, but what is it? Is that not as big?
No, it's three things.
Okay.
You need resources. You need ability to consistently.
No, that's not the point. I'm talking about moral worth, not resources.
This is the same thing.
No,
you need
it's
to be
not.
able to devote that time because so many people raise kids and don't actually put time into caring about.
LeBron James knocks up a woman. So all the not inconceivable, right? Worth billions of dollars. So plenty of resources.
You should say the Foo Fighters guy.
So $1 billion, okay? He's worth $1 billion. The baby's in utero. How is that baby any morally different than your 10-year-old? He passed away tragically. I'm sorry about that.
And for everybody here, get your kid checked for type 1 diabetes. I promise you, we had her tested on a regular basis, and she passed away from organ failure in the middle of the night.
Okay, so, but I just want to close up the conversation.
Morally conversations on this subject. The child that is being developed isn't here yet. And because of the fact...
What do you mean not here yet?
I'm trying to get to that.
I can see it on an ultrasound.
I totally get you're saying that. So the point of what I'm trying to say is that there is a lot that goes into raising children. And people don't have the resources, the tools, the mental stress, and the ability to physically take care of it.
I gotta get...
Oftentimes, we like to talk about, well, what if they could be this thing?
No, this is... This is very important. We have moral clarity. We as conservatives refuse to ever say that murder is acceptable based on...
Except for when you want it in prison.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
You're very fine with murder when it's in prison.
What you mean the death penalty for murderers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the death penalty is not murder, it's killing, two different things.
That's literally the straw hair argument.
Well, no, I mean, we have two different words. So, for example, self-defense is killing, murder is the taking of a defenseless, innocent life. Yeah, those are two different things.
Yes.
Okay, right. So, killing is different than murder. But do you actually think that someone who's on death row for raping and murdering an entire family is the moral equivalent of a baby that is in the womb?
Are we supposed to stoop or be better than that?
Well, no.
Your literal whole
supposed
argument
to
is that we literally are supposed to be better. No. And you're telling me that it's okay because we're stooping to his level.
Well, hold on. No, one is administering justice. It's administering justice. The baby in the womb...
Is it? Most of the time, they're mentally ill. 90% of the time, these people don't know what they're doing. They're in shit situations that cause them to be...
Last question, which I think is important. And I promise after this, it'll be over. Which is, do you believe that abortion should be legal if the mom finds out that her baby has Down syndrome?
So you're saying that if this person... I can answer my question, thank you.
It's a yes or no question, and it's a morally important one.
You're equating Down syndrome to terminal illnesses.
No, because, hold on.
Because that's a straw hair argument.
I'm asking a question. It's not an argument, it's a question. I will say it should be illegal to be able to terminate a baby if you find out it has Down syndrome. What say you?
A baby should not be terminated for any other reason than protecting the life of the mother. So in that regard, I agree.
Okay, got it. So how do you define life of the mother then?
Anything that can severely hinder her quality of life.
Got it.
Her ability
This is important. So when you guys hear life of the mother, they don't mean that the mom's going to die in the emergency room. He just said quality of life. So if it might be that you can't go clubbing anymore, or might
that is not what I was saying.
Oh no, you said quality of life.
There's
that
more to quality of life than just clubbing. I literally mean being able to go outside, being able to stop postpartum depression, making sure that
No, that's fine. I want to get to the next question. We have clarity but not agreement. I don't believe that just because a baby is smaller, not as developed, happens to be in a womb and dependent on a mom, they're of lower moral worth than the people in this audience.
No one's saying that.
No, you are saying it, actually.
I, without a doubt, will support anybody who is trying to raise a child. I go out of my way to make sure.
I know, but you're over-personalizing it. You said that it's the quality of life. So if a mom has a 2-year-old and that 2-year-old is hindering her and she has depression, anxiety, should she be able to eliminate that 2-year-old?
That's not what any of this is about.
No, it actually is.
No, it is not.
Again, I'm getting to the next question. What I'm doing is I'm taking your argument and I'm applying that principle in other vectors, and it seemingly doesn't add up because you're not making a principled argument in good faith. Thank you for being here. We'll keep on defending the unborn, and you will not. Thank you.
did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Yeah, the people she just said they're at the wrong rally is because they said Jesus is Lord. And then she said you're at the wrong rally. Yeah, good thing this woman didn't win.
I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up.
She's a major player in everything we've done, including passage of legislation which we were told we could never pass. And so she's been, and her staff is interlocked with mine in terms of all the things we're doing.
What in the fuck did he just say?
I just watched a video, and it was really hard to watch. It was a woman who was explaining to us why she voted for Trump. And
So she was smart. Okay, got it.
I get it. And so the breakdown is her daughter really likes cheese and crackers and pepperoni for a snack. And she buys these little cheese trays that have the cheese all pre-sliced. It looked like it was maybe Colby Jack or cheddar combo. And God, I don't even know if I can talk about it, but she packed her daughter's lunch this morning for a snack after, and she was wanting to eat a little piece of cheese herself, but she had to count the cheese.
Oh shit, these people are delusional. They're fucking delusional.
She had to count the cheese.
Oh my god, she had to count the cheese. Oh my god, she had to count the cheese.
She had to count the cheese. She just wanted to give her daughter a snack. And she can't even eat one slice of her pre-cut, pre-packaged Colby Jack cheese.
Yes, she can. She bought the fucking shit. If I give my kids crackers and cheese with some little meats, and I want to eat a piece of the fucking cheese, I'm going to eat it. I bought the shit. So one of their crackers with cheese and meat is not going to get a piece of cheese. They'll be okay. They'll be fine. They lose out on one piece of cheese. The stories for 500 that are lies, Alex, please. This is a made-up fucking bullshit story.
She had to count it. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. So I was on my way to work this morning. I was really wondering if...
Okay, so we're back to the delusional lady that just made up the story about cheese. So let's hear what the delusional lady has to say now.
The Trump supporters have thought through what's the symbol of allegiance? Like, Hitler's, I don't want to do it. But I feel like that's kind of played out. So if we're not going to do
If you're saying that Donald Trump is like that guy, you're an idiot. And I'm sorry, you should lose some rights for being stupid. He's done anything like him. Ever. And your delusional ass keeps saying this shit.
How Trump thing, what are we gonna do the jacking off a giraffe YMCA dance that he does? Or, I don't know, what are we gonna do to show allegiance? God, I better practice saying it.
Most of us are gonna, I don't work, but most Republicans do. Most Republicans are gonna keep working while your delusional ass keeps making stupid videos like this. That's what's gonna happen.
Allegiance. done? What have you done? Stupid fuckers.
It's very hilarious to me, and I continuously point it out how the community of loving everyone are also the community who are first to insult people when they do not agree with their positions. She went as far as to insult someone who is struggling to feed herself, and this is apparently the loving community, or if this is what they claim is love, I don't want anything to do with their love.
I just got fired.
I'm so. What? You got fired for saying stupid shit? Oh, okay. Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, I saw that the HR lady was calling me and went ahead and answered because of all the things that are going on with my workman's comp and that stuff. And she got the regional director, whoever lady, on the phone, who was actually at the shop yesterday with me, where they fired the GM. And they said that the reason is for some social media postings that were reported that violated the company's policy and that I compromised patients with identifying information and something else. I didn't catch it exactly. I did get the gist. I think there's a little cat over here. I can't decide if it's a cat or... I think it is a cat. I see the little eyes. Hi, kitty. Little black cat in the cemetery. I suppose you're not friendly. Can I just sit down here with you? Are you okay? I just got fired. Can I tell you about it? He's just sitting there watching me.
So this is an old video. I don't know when this video, like I've seen this video before. So this video was before Trump won this last time. So it might be something to do with Trump winning the previous first time. Because I've seen this video already. Like a while back. So this is not a new video.
He looks all fluffed up, like he's not real happy that I'm here, but... Yeah. So I just got fired, and they're gonna mail my stuff to me, so I'm assuming that means they don't want me on the premises. I don't know if they actually said that, though. I was a little bit shocked. There's so much. There's so much. The thing that happened at the shop with the incident, my hurt arm that still hurt.
Well, this is basically...
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
We won't go back ever. What are we not going back to? We're not going back to the past where women had no rights, ever.
Oh my God, lady. You lost no rights. You didn't lose any rights. You didn't lose any rights. You got the same rights that I as a man have. There's absolutely no difference. We all have the same rights. And it's sad that this is an older lady that's older than me that is speaking. She looks like she's probably in her 60s, so about the age of my mother. And she's saying this stupid shit. You would think she would be right up here and understand how things really actually work, but apparently she's got stuck in the woke virus.
Ever!
Chiropractors are pretty good, just saying.
A woman can say whatever she wants without being scared of how the world is gonna see her.
Okay, then say something racist. You got something. Come on, say something racist. You're not afraid. You're a badass.
Never. Hello. Have you ever just been like...
Oh, fucking fuck.
Pets. They like to go get it. Pet parents, they like to get it delivered. Thankfully, with AutoShip from Chewy Pharmacy,
How the world is gonna see her.
Okay, then say something racist. You got something. Come on, say something racist. You're not afraid. You're a badass.
You gotta see this next part. Oh, shit. Watch this. Right after this.
Hello. Have you ever just been like,
Before we get back into the video, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell so that you're notified when one of my videos come out. Also subscribe to my new channel, Yinka Unfiltered, which will be linked in the description down below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Yinka That Guy, and let's get back into the video.
Sophie Rain made $43 million on OF, which is absolutely insane. A lot of dudes are pointing out that it's degeneracy, but like, are we going to pretend that your dignity is worth $43 million to you? Oh, I would never sell out like that. Yeah, because nobody's buying. You're allowed to criticize women for wanting to be seen as much as you enjoy looking at them. And somebody's paying that 43 mil. And it's not all Indian guys. That is not $43 million of bobs and vagine question mark. I'm not saying it's not degenerate. What I am saying is that you can't critique your dealer when you're an addict. Women enjoy being lusted after the same way that men enjoy lusting. Because we're different things, it's not the same standard, and it's stupid for you to be like, I'm better because I would never do that. No, you just couldn't do that. If somebody offered you the male version, which would be to like goon in your room for an NBA player salary, you'd crumple like a Pringles can at the bottom of the ocean. It's the same thing when women are like, I would never be violent like a man. It's like, yeah, because you can't. You get your ass kicked. You're not better. And just to be fair, I'm sick of both men and women acting morally superior when it comes to temptations that they've never been faced with whatsoever. Of course, you can call the thing wrong, but y'all sound like a fish telling a dog that I'm better than you because I never pissed on a fire hydrant. Like,
well, I'm a little bit more educated than you think.
Let's do it. When does life begin? When does life begin?
I'm an atheist. Sorry, I don't talk about.
You just said you're educated on it. So when does life begin? Secular. You don't have to be Christian. When does life begin? You can search it up right now, all you guys. When does life begin scientifically? It says fertilization. I thought you'd know that if you study this, man. Like, come on.
When you were born, life.
When you were born, life. So this is very important, guys. If I'm a murderer and I pregnant woman, I get charged with double homicide. But it's when you're born. You just said it's when you're born, though, right? How come? Why is that? That's a good point. I'll change your mind.
I'm also tired of these wokies always saying I'm more educated than you because of the fact that they...
Straight fucking facts right there. If a murderer kills somebody that is pregnant, it's 2 lives you're going to prison for taking, not just one.
Went to college to get a stupid degree in gender studies. The fact that you can go to university and come out believing that men can be women and women can be men is a testament to how you're not really as smart as you think you are. And this video also proves that you're not that smart. You just decided to make some stupid faces because of the fact that you got owned.
3 reasons I hate being a werewolf. And don't even comment about my fang because I know it hasn't grown in yet. Reason number 1. Anytime a woman sees my fang, they always assume I'm a blood-sucking vampire. Werewolves exist too, you know, and all we want is head pats and belly rubs. Reason number 2. I am always super hungry. I look outside and I see the squirrels and I'm like, dang, they look so scrumptious. So if you catch me outside hunting squirrels, don't say anything.
The fuck did I just watch?
Can you define what does it mean to be racist?
Do you want me to look up a definition?
No, I want you to. You said he's a racist, so you must have a definition of racism in your mind. Tell me what that definition is.
Okay, so, I'm gonna make you guys wait on this. Ooh, 0 knowledge.
Guys, please don't heckle. I want to try to understand because these words have a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
But you can't get. I know it's hard on the spot. I just want you to think about it because if you say Trump is a racist, you should be able to easily give a definition of what that word means.
So it's hatred towards another race, right?
Once again, this person has the rainbow-colored hair and then says something stupid, and I'm not surprised by the fact that the person says something stupid based on the fact that they have rainbow-colored hair. And I am not discriminating against anyone. My judgment just tends to be right usually.
I just keep making videos because I'm so pissed off. And I guess the video that I'm going to make now is one that really comes from my soul. If you are a woman and you voted for this man, fuck you.
But if you're a woman and you voted for the lady that was okay with you unaliving your kid, that's great, according to this woman. Fuck it. I'm sorry, but I won't be around to see it, but 40, 50, 100 years from now, the population that we have now is going to shrink in half if we keep having delusional idiots like this woman. And they're okay with that, because they're not going to be here either to see this crazy downfall that's going to happen. And it's going to happen. But let's keep being delusional and hope for the best, I guess, right?
Shame on you.
Once again, this is a teacher.
Would you say that black-only dormitory?
For some fucking reason, I get this little black line that goes across my screen. And once it does that, I gotta back out of everything and then go back in. And usually I can't find what I was watching because I backed out too far. And yep, that's what I did this time too. When woke women find out their boyfriends voted for Trump.
Let's try women. Short hair.
Cool. And a guy?
Easy, right?
On LTX Studio.
Bride calls off wedding after discovering her fiance voted for Trump.
He admitted that he was going to.
Well, then he fucking got out of that. Thank God for you fucking showing who you truly were before you got married, because that guy just got away from a clown. Yes, that's what I said, a fucking clown. If you're breaking up with somebody because they voted for somebody you didn't vote for, you are a clown. Just saying.
Vote for Donald Trump, and I'm just.
That was it.
I can't share my life with somebody that's going to support that direction. I mean, this individual is a convicted felon, will say offensive remarks about women, about different ethnicities, and I find that highly offensive. How can this man,
the convicted felon that's no longer a convicted felon because everything got thrown out of court, that guy? Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Lead our country when he's in a position of power and will openly insult different groups? It's very offensive.
Yes. Kamala Harris is the leader that we need, and she gives us, a seat at the table. And if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. But I don't know how many people would have gone as far as to split with their significant other because of
that's
political
crazy.
Do you regret your decision to leave?
No, I am a strong woman, and I believe that women out there need to be strong and stay steadfast in their convictions. Ladies, we need to band together.
Calling off a wedding because your person you love has a different political view and opinion, that's flipping crazy to me anyway. Before this whole election, I did not think that this would cause this much uproar in households and relationships and potential marriages that we have here. I think, in all honesty,
what it did was it saved these guys from being stuck with women like this. So he's, by him voting for Trump and her voting for Kamala and her splitting up with him before they got married, it saved the guy's life from. This woman would have been with him for a couple of years and took everything. That's what happened. So it saved him.
Doing that saved this guy a lot of hassle in the future before they got married. Woke women when they find out their boyfriend voted for Trump about someone else having a different opinion. This girl seems like a right catch, doesn't she? Someone in the comments said, get the holy water. Fuck this. Look at this.
I don't know what to do. Please help.
Okay.
Long story short, told me lots before that he did follow the election. He didn't follow the election. He didn't care about politics or whatever. But then we just got into this whole discussion this morning because he supports Trump. And I said, but what about the fact that Trump's taking away women's freedoms? He said, he's not. He's making it.
He is not. You're not taking any of your fucking freedoms away. You lost no freedom, no matter which fucking side won. You didn't lose any freedom. Let me take it back. If the other side won, we will start losing freedom. They want to take them away. But Trump winning, you didn't lose any freedoms. You didn't lose any rights. You didn't lose anything.
Giving them the choice, and I said, no, he's not. Like, he's actively not doing that.
What I don't understand about these videos is when people have had these discussions in the house private.
That'd be awesome. I don't really.
Other people have different opinions. Like, if someone thinks, why do people feel like they need
for Donald Trump, this message is for you. Please listen to what I say. Now, I'm sure you're absolutely thrilled that your guy won, and congratulations to you on that. I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to say again, Donald Trump is not coming to save you. What I mean by this is any problems that you're facing in your life, feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed, feeling directionless, this man is not going to change that for you. Please understand that. I coach young men for a living. They're in these positions. And let me tell you something right now. It doesn't matter who's president. Nobody's helping you with that stuff. Now, you might be elated. You might be thrilled. But here's the thing. Your life today is the same as it was yesterday. And if you don't do something about it, your life a year from now is going to be exactly the same as it is today. It doesn't matter who's in office at all. It matters what you do and the actions you take. The votes that you cast that don't matter, or the actions you take every single day of your life.
As an American, speaking to an American friend I have, a lot of people aren't concerned about saving themselves. They want to save the country.
This guy.
And I was a bit confused by the point of the video. Like, I couldn't tell if he was annoyed that Trump won, or he's telling people no matter what the election results are, you've got to take action, which I can agree with that. But I think we all know that election results and who's running the country has a big impact on how you live in that country.
So I've been seeing a lot of comments like these on my videos from women in the same boat, finding out that their boyfriend, even one woman said that her boyfriend of 3 years found out that he was a Trump supporter.
Here's the thing. If you've been with somebody for 3 years and you still don't know nothing about them, you probably shouldn't be with that person anymore. Just saying.
Is it that much of a big deal, though?
And I don't even want to get into the whole politics side. It's election
I don't want to get into it, but I'm going to make a video getting into it.
day. You've already made up your mind. What I want to talk about is dating in today's political climate. Now, look, I am all for everyone having their own opinion on different policies, being of different political parties. But this election specifically has drawn a line in the sand of ethics, morals, and values. So my problem is that if you're gonna be in a partnership with someone, if you're gonna get married to someone, if you're gonna raise a family with someone, you better damn well have the same ethics, morals, and values, because that is gonna affect how you see the world.
Yeah, I agree with, you should be on the same page morally. but having different political views is the make or break of the relationship. I think it's a bit far-fetched.
And if
I'm sorry, but I do kind of in a way. Like, if you're with somebody and they totally, like, right and left are totally two different things. Back when I was younger, they were here. Like, they weren't completely the same, but they were close. Now they're like here. Like, they're totally nothing alike. The right and left is totally two different things. So if you're with somebody and they're on the right and you're on the left, or you're on the left and they're on the right, you're not going to make your relationship's not going to make it. It's not going to fucking happen. Because the way this person looks at it is not the way this person looks at it. You probably shouldn't be with a person from a different side. It sucks that that's how the world's become, but that's just how it fucking is.
The world the same way, how the hell are you going to have a successful partnership, marriage, family?
You're not.
And I also want to say that there are plenty of Republicans out there who are not voting for Trump. They identify.
They're not Republicans. If you chose not to vote for Donald Trump and you're a Republican and you chose not to vote for him, you basically chose Carmelo. And the same with the other way. If you're a Democrat and you chose not to vote for Carmella, you're a traitor to that. You're not a Democrat. It goes both ways. You're not. If you didn't choose to vote for who your freaking party is.
As Republican, they believe in conservative values, but they understand that this man is deeply disturbing and is not fit to be running our country.
At the end of the day, we should live in a world where people can vote and have opinions on what.
This lady's delusional. You do realize he won the popular vote in that college. Oh my God. Fucking. Okay.
They want, and in politics or all realms, that's like saying that people, you know, in a relationship, if you both believe in ghosts, it's fine, but if one doesn't, that's it. You better pack your bags and go. If he doesn't believe in ghosts, you better go. You better jump ship.
I don't think that's even remotely close to being the same thing. Politics and do you believe in ghosts? I don't think that's even remotely close. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not.
So it's official. My wife is divorcing me.
Oh shit.
She said she couldn't be with the Trump supporter. Told me I have until the end of the day to get my shit out of the house.
End of the day?
Get all my things. I changed the lock. She doesn't want back. She said she's taking the kids away from me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Losing the kids.
I don't know what to do.
Is Blue Chew okay to use these days?
Yeah. Sure.
So taking chewable, so
it's an evil world we live in.
That is not a good situation to be in, and the worst part is the comments on this video is loads of women saying, well, it's your fault, you voted for a criminal over your family, you deserve it, you deserve to lose your kids.
Nobody deserves you to lose their family. My ex-wife took my son away from me, and I'm sure one of those people up there that just keeps popping in is fucking waiting for me to say something like that. That's what fucking happened. And so, yeah, you don't deserve to lose your kids or anything like that. I don't give a fuck who you are.
What the
hell is wrong with you people?
Divorces are up, and they are up over politics. Here is just one example.
Okay.
I'm starting divorce procedures with my husband after I found out he voted for Donald Trump. It's not the only reason. We've already had problems like him forcing me to go to church or having me quit my job and become a housewife because he got promoted for a good job.
I'm confused, right? I don't have many female fans, okay? I get that. But if you are a female watching, don't most women want to become like a housewife, be there with the kids? Most men are happy to go out and graft 12 hours a day to provide for the family. Like, isn't that better than both of you working and your kid being in daycare? But that's just my take on it. I could be wrong, let me know.
I couldn't find a job where we moved, so I settled in doing housework. I cook, I clean, I'm good at it, but the Trump vote was the last straw, and his lack of remorse. We had a conversation. I told him how hurt I was, how he knew how much I hated Trump, the trauma that man has put me through, but he did not care.
What trauma did a man that none of us know put you through? Like, literally. Somebody fucking tell me what trauma Trump, a guy that 90% of us have never fucking met, ever, and probably never will meet, what trauma has he caused to you? I'll wait. Oh, nothing? Okay, got it.
I should be grateful because of the job benefits he'll have for his line of work. I'm not going to do this anymore. We have no prenup. I'm going to fight for my rights. We've been married 8 years.
Is she reading a script? Or is it just me?
I've sacrificed so much. Not anymore. I'm going to take everything I'm owed. The political divide is as big as I've ever seen it, and I've been a divorce lawyer for 20 years, so people have been coming in and talking about their political differences as one of the conflicts that exists in their house for a long time, but it is now at an all-time high. The ideological divide in this country has just gotten wider and wider and wider, and many of us...
Because people are delusional and don't give a fuck anymore.
We're hopeful that after the election there would be some relief, but it seems to have only exacerbated the divide. Have you all seen this in your friend group? Are you watching this happen near you as well?
She's been a divorce lawyer for 20 years. Mate, good luck. Whew, you must have seen that one coming, bro. Stand down, soldier. Stand down.
Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for, and just please don't test your gangster on me, because
this woman that's talking right now lost her job for saying this.
You will end on a stretcher. So serious. Nobody talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me, whatever.
Stop the cap. So this donut you can hear talking is actually a teacher, a primary school teacher, saying this on Snapchat, all her kids watching. What a donut.
This is not who I am as a professional or who I am as a teacher. I've devoted my whole life to this, preparing my...
It's exactly who you are. You wouldn't have done it if it wasn't who you fucking are. You wouldn't have done it. But you chose to do it because that's who you are, or you wouldn't have done it.
Whole life, I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a young child.
Obviously, you didn't want to be a teacher any longer because you said something stupid.
She practiced this in the mirror right before going on TV, all this.
I finally worked my way up to that, and I am well respected, which I appreciate. I love my students. I love their families. I love the people.
The parents are probably glad you quit. She quit. They're glad you quit. Nobody wants you to be teaching their kids after the shit you just said. I don't care if I was on the other side, the side that you're for, I still wouldn't want you to say that shit where my kids can see it.
People I work with, and I'm just trying to do what's right now to get my life back up.
Crocodile tears.
Oh, all fake.
It's a good weapon right there.
On track and get back to what I love, and it's my biggest passion in the world.
What's your message to those parents?
Those parents, I am so...
That you're not a good teacher and you should never teach again.
Oh, so sorry that you had to see that side of me because
that's the real side of me that I don't show why I'm faking it at school.
The only side of me I ever wanted you to see was what you saw.
You should have thought of that earlier. She's only sorry because that video went viral and everyone was calling her out about how much a donut she was. Simple as that. She's not. I don't think she's sorry. She's sorry she got caught.
I think one of the lamest things you can do as a woman is have a husband.
What?
I think it's really lame. Whenever I'm talking to somebody who I think is like somewhat cool and suddenly they're like, oh, my husband, I'm instantly like, oh, you're what? Bros.
If I ever have a daughter, this woman is a perfect example of what I won't want her to be like.
Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
My girlfriend of 15 years broke up with me because I voted for Trump. Oof.
Well, you got out of that, so be happy. Your girlfriend of 15 years has probably cheated on you.
All the American girls who broke up with their boyfriends for voting for Trump. Very valid indeed.
I was really upset because he told me his family voted for Trump, so I asked for a few days of space to think about,
All these videos seem to be in cars. Sorry, that's just me noticing little things like that, but yeah. All these girls complaining about their relationship, their boyfriend's doing this and that, husbands. They're always doing it in the car, man.
do I even want to be in a relationship with someone whose family is like that? Because I've cut my own family off for that shit. I'm not going to be associated with that. I'm not.
Good for you.
So I needed some time.
Have you cut your own family off because they voted for somebody you didn't vote for? You're ingrateful. Yeah.
Time to think about it, because he really was good to me, and I liked him a lot.
You obviously
and then
you obviously didn't. You obviously didn't, because you're choosing something stupid over somebody you love.
And after a couple days of thinking about it, I reached out to him saying, you know, what time do you want to get together to talk about it? And at this point, he said, I'm so confused. I'm so sad. I'm so scared. I don't know. I haven't known what to say because I voted for Trump, too, over the weekend with my family. And he just spilled it, just word vomited, because he was just getting so nervous about it. He couldn't keep it in anymore. So that's how I found out. And then, I kid you not, it was a 2-minute breakup. I said word for word after he sent me that. Oh boy, yeah, that about does it.
So you were never in love with the guy at all. At all. You just didn't give a shit about it. You just used him for somebody to pay your bills and buy your stupid shit. That's what happened. So it's great that he got away from you. It's the best thing that ever happened to that guy.
And then continued to tell him how disappointed I was in him. Yeah, and then I unadded him off of everything. And that's how it went. So, yeah, easiest, quickest breakup of my life.
The thing is, fair play to the boyfriends, because these girls breaking up with them over that, they've just done those guys a favor. But did they never show a glimpse of, you know, that they were like this? Surely they must have shown little things here and there to indicate that they were certified donuts. Surely.
As college students at Oklahoma State University, I was really looking forward to having a female leader who truly understands just how stupid college-age voters are. I mean, it's not like we made anything
This is a fake video making fun of this shit.
or add anything to the society anyways. I love fake people. I thought it was so cool when Kamala Harris pledged to prosecute oil companies, and then she switched up and started praising them as well. We don't need blue-collar workers, but I love a fake person, so it's nice to have someone who understands what it's like to be two-faced. I was really excited to have a president who grew up in the middle class and would remind us that she grew up in the middle class each and every day. Seeing Megan Thee Stallion shake her butt on stage and Kamala Harris really gave me so much hope for
for our future. Maybe it gave a lot of guys hope too. Oh yeah, a little extra excitement. I was hoping maybe they'd offer free dance lessons or something. I would love to learn how to twerk, especially at a presidential rally.
Yeah, I said in another video, like the celebrities and all these people like Cardi B, Eminem, these actors like the Avengers actors and all that, doing all this cringy stuff. Like, they were getting paid mega money. To do that shit.
As most of you know, the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan mean a lot to me. And going into this election...
So why do you gotta read something that's telling you what to say? Huh? Eminem? Huh? Yeah.